Hey, I'm Marty, part of the Activate team. We just believe as we've been praying for this nation, this great nation of ours, we just really felt God started speaking to us about this land, that there was a dream in His heart for New Zealand, that every Kiwi would love God, that every Kiwi would love His church, His body in this land, but then from that every Kiwi would love the lost and learn to live a lifestyle that would see the lost come into the knowledge of who He is. And as we started dreaming about this, we felt the Lord say, go across the land, go meet my people, talk to leaders in each community, part of the church leadership in cities, and ask them what they were hearing. And what we found is people were hearing the same thing, and there's this thing being carried in this nation right now where God is stirring the hearts of His people again. We have such an incredible nation full of such rich history with incredible things God has done in our nation, but we believe that there's greater things coming for our nation, like God is not done with New Zealand and that the story is not finished.
Hi, my name's Ben. I'm part of the Activate team here in New Zealand. And from Activate Love, we have so many amazing testimonies. We sent a team to this place called Taupo, which is right in the middle of the North Island. And there was a lady there that the team came across. She was mute, she was completely unable to speak. So they started praying for her, and after a few moments of praying for her, the lady was completely healed and she could speak for the first time in her life. We sent a team up to Whangarei, which is right up the top of the North Island, and they came across this guy and they started talking to him, telling him about Jesus, sharing the gospel with him. And midway through the conversation, the guy starts sharing about his life, and that day God spoke to him and told him to give up his drugs. And he said he didn't listen to that voice. He didn't want to give it up. But that same day he came across one of our team members, and from that conversation he said, I'm giving up my drugs, and he threw his drugs away and repented of his drug addiction and got completely set free right there.
So what does it look like for teams to come and partner with Activate and what God's doing in this nation? The first part is next April. We're going to gather for 3 days in Tauranga and take time to really worship and pray for this nation and cast vision for what it's going to look like to go across the land and share the gospel. And from that place, we're going to send teams out all across the land. We're asking teams to really partner with churches and ministries that are in those places to reach the young people and connect with the high schools and the universities and to reach the lost wherever they are. So after the 8 weeks, we're all going to gather together again and have a time of celebration where we can really share testimonies and stories of what God has done throughout the land, and we can just come together and worship Him and give Him glory for who He is and how God has moved and how He's changed lives through the people that have gone out and shared the gospel.
Hello, my name is Andy Bird, coming from Kona, Hawaii, but in beautiful Tauranga, New Zealand. We are in the midst of an amazing time here in New Zealand. God is doing incredible things in the land. Many of you would be familiar with Lauren Cunningham's unction on New Zealand and its role in global missions. It has played a crucial role in its history, and that role is going to continue on into the future. 11 years ago, Impact World Tour went across the nation, affecting hundreds of thousands of lives. We feel it's time once again to rally the body of Christ to together support what God is doing in New Zealand and what He's going to do out of New Zealand. And so we're inviting you to join us next spring, 2016, where we're going to do it again with an even greater sense of faith what's to come.